everybody. Good morning, Ekaro. All right, y'all. Hey. Hi. Osuno kai. Hi. Ekaro. Peace and harmony to everybody. Hi, y'all. Guess what? It's not raining today out here. It was raining last time. Hi, Mama Anna. Peace and love to everybody. So, y'all, time change. I popped up. I thought it was one time, but now is the real time, right? Time did change. So I'm sure I wasn't the only person that popped up like, oh, what time is it? So I hope everybody was safe yesterday. And because it was Halloween, so I hope everybody was safe and, you know, it was another day to have fun, right? So I'm Ifashe Wafatoing for those of you that are new to my Facebook page. I'm here on Sundays, 8 a.m. West Coast time and 11 a.m. East Coast time at Cairo. And for those of you that are in Africa, Ekasan, you are already in the afternoon, right? So today to me is an interesting topic. It is Orishas get upset when you devalue yourself. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Hi, Diaz. Hi. Abuda Boya Boshishe. Hi. So, and the reason why I chose this topic is because somebody told me that, hi, Omio. Somebody told me that they had to pay a fine to an Orisha. And I'm not too familiar with that. I'm not going to act like I'm too familiar with that. Everything that I say, please go check and research what I say. But yeah, somebody asked, somebody told me that they had to pay a fine to an Orisha, and I was a little shocked about it. Hi, Dee. Hi, Ariomi. So I just, I had a little discussion about it with the person, and they were telling me that it was because of their attitude, and that the Orisha did not like their attitude. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, yeah, there are times that the Orisha are not there, or ancestors are not there, or the Rumale are not there, and things like that. And there are Odus that talk about that. Hi, Danielle. Daniel, and I did too. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that today. So let's get into prayer and then jump right in it. Okay, Iba. Okay, so somebody else had also asked this question. Sometimes I say Mojuba, which is like I give homage, right? Or I thank you. Or sometimes I say Iba, IBA, and that means, hi Rafaelina, miss you. When I say Iba, it means like to assist. You're asking like for assistance, okay? So Iba Olodumare, right? The creator, the seen and unseen. Iba to Ori, your head. Iba to our mother and father, our parents that got us here. Iba to the Irumule, the primordial energies. Iba to the Orisha, the deified ancestors. Ibatu Egbe, our heavenly peers. Ibatu, all of our ancestors. Some people say Egungun, right? Ibatu Oluo Chief Salagbade Popola, who is my teacher. Ibatu Fashina Falade, whom initiated me. Ibatu all of the Ajibonas and the helpers that helped in my initiation. Ibatu Araba ni Ile Ife, the Araba that is in Ile Ife, and the Akoda and Asheda that sit beside the Araba. Ibatu all of the Aluos and Arabas. They're like the supervisors. Ibatu all of the Ialodes, which are like the queen mothers. Ibatu all of the Ianifas, which are sitting with the Babalaos, which are doing a lot of the work in the communities and are doing dafas for us, D-A-F-A, the readings for us. Ibatu all of the Babalaos, the Orishas, because the Babalaos, the Orishas, the Ialodes, all of them work very tightly together. All the Orishas, all the people that have been crowned an Orisha on their head. Ibatu all of our family, our friends, and even people that come of different faiths, different religions, different spiritualities, whatever it is that come and help us to give us a good sentence to point us in the right direction to move forward. We give homage also to ourselves that are taking care of ourselves. So the reason why I did that prayer, hi Nancy and James, what's up? The reason why I did that slower is because somebody asked me to say the cosmology or to say what the morning prayer slower and that they can understand the words. And it is very important for you to understand what people are saying, no matter what they practice, even though we practice Ifa, right? It is very good for you to understand. I don't care if somebody speaks Yoruba, if somebody speaks Spanish, if somebody speaks French, if somebody speaks another language, you know, even if they speak those languages and they don't speak English, it is very important for you to understand what somebody is saying. If you don't understand what they're saying, please ask them. Ask them to translate the best way that they can, or have a well-speaking translator there in your language to be able to translate. Hi, Baba Victor. Mwah, peace and love to you and family. So make sure that everybody in the room, as much as possible, can understand each other, so then things just don't get lost, right, in translation. So that's why I did the prayer a little slower, so people can understand what I'm saying. Okay. So today's topic, Orishas get upset when you devalue yourself. I'm going to go over a few pieces of Odus, right? You're going to have to go in the Omoluwabi book. Go in the Omoluwabi book that Chief Salagbade Popola wrote and look these up, and you will see he also has a description at the bottom that talks about what each Odu means, and he goes into it much more deeper. Okay, so Orishas get upset. Yes, Orishas, deified ancestors, they walked this earth. They get upset with us, right? Irumale, right? Like Oshun, Ogun, you know, the Irumale, right? The primordial energies. Yes, they get upset with us Matter of fact, our ancestors, I'm sure, also get upset with us. They leave us, yo. They leave us. The only thing that does not leave you is your Ori. It is in Ogundameji. Ogundameji. I'm going to spell it. Ogunda space Meji. Ogundameji. It says that Ori is the most important of them all. When I say all, I mean all, y'all. That Ori, your head, Ori, is the most important. So when you devalue yourself, hi, Tony. Tony Yamaya, the great dancer. I love you. So Ori is the most important. So if Ori is the most important to the Irumale, to the Orisha, to everything, our ancestors, everything, what do you think it's for us as human beings? We're divine beings, right? So our Ori, again, is most important. Hi, Shantae. So in Ogundameji, it says Ori is the most important of them all. So everybody has Ori. Everything has Ori, right? Animals have Ori. Everything has Ori. It has a starting point, right? It is the essence of what it is. It's where the information is deposited, right? So y'all know where I'm going with this, right? So when we devalue ourselves, it can make other energies leave us. Literally, it won't talk to us. It will just be like, peace, or just drop the mic and just leave, right? So when that person was asking me this question, which I started in the beginning of this video, and asking you and saying that this person had to pay a fine to the Orisha, which means they had to give an offering to the Orisha because it was based on their attitude. They had a very bad attitude problem. And I said, I don't know that in Ifa, but I have seen it in, a little bit in Lukumi and Santeria and Condomble. Which I think is, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. But I think it's a way for an adult to, and this is just my opinion, to correct another adult. And instead of the adult just saying, hey, instead of me just telling you this and that, why don't you just go sit in front of that Orisha or that Irunmole? You give that offering and you think about what you said, what you've done, and how you've affected other people. Because no matter what you do or say, it affects the entirety of the Ile. Unsaid or said. So if that is that Ile's way of doing things, hey, everybody has, their own way, But I just found it just very unique when this person, told me about it. And I've heard about it just a little bit, and I've seen it just a little bit, but I don't know, really deep into it. But this is how this came about. The answer is yes, because the person asked me, can the Orishas and the Irumle and all of them get upset? Yes, they can. They will leave you. So, right? Because in Ogundameji, just think about this. Just for Ori alone, everybody left. Shango left, had to go do something. Obatala left. Everybody left. Left Ori by itself. And that's why Ori is top of the line, no matter what you practice. I don't care. I really don't care what you practice. I know some people get upset that I say that, but I'm not here to judge somebody's way of living, But Ori is most important. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, when you come back, if you believe in reincarnation, you need to have this. Some people are not born with limbs, but they do have to have their head on their shoulders. 100%. Right? So those of you that know about Ori, and these Odus that talk about Ori being top of the line, then please put that in the chat. Right? So in Ogundameji, it talks about that. In Okanran Ofun, OKANRAN-OFUN. See, some of y'all are learning to have your notebooks when I get on when I get on Facebook. Okanran Ofun, it said it is good character that is most important. It is good character that is most important. Your character needs to be acceptable. Acceptable. In the eyes of Olodumare, Ori, Ifa, Irumale, Orishas, ancestors. It must be acceptable. And when we devalue ourselves, and I'm talking about in different ways. When we devalue ourselves because we just want to eat what we want to eat, drink what we want to drink, go to places where we just want to go just because, go, people not obeying certain policies of a certain land, and it's affecting other people. When we devalue ourselves for what we say to ourselves, when we look in the mirror, we're so busy looking, is there a spot there? Is there this, that, and da-da-da? When we really devalue ourselves by not dressing a certain way and not, keeping up with our hygiene, not speaking a certain way that is encouraging, not thinking for ourselves and really getting in tune with ourselves to be able to know, what's going on with our bodies, and we need to have somebody else tell us, and all of it. When we devalue ourselves by cursing, using curse words, when we devalue ourselves by judging each other because of what somebody else practices, and even though that person is happy, when we devalue ourselves by going to a job that we know that we don't need to be at, or we don't need to stay at, or anything like that. Hi Lorianne, hi Crystal. Hi, Dia. All of those different things. When we devalue ourselves on a daily basis, when we take our head off of our own shoulders and then we put it in a Babalaw's hands, and we don't know what they're saying, that's devaluing ourselves. When we take our head off and we give it to an Olorisha, somebody who's crowned in Orisha, and we don't know what's going on, we're devaluing ourselves. You are a unique human being. Olodumare says you are unique. Not just humans. Olodumare says you are unique. So we have to be very careful in how we treat ourselves. Of course, we already know we're all adults. Everybody's going to treat us how we treat ourselves. Be it ourselves individually or in communities or as a group. But if we devalue ourselves, if you think other humans are not going to want to deal with you, you can best believe Orishas are not going to deal with you, because at one point they were humans. They're not going to, like they say, Shango was just going to come and tell you once. They're not going to. You have to see the value in you. You have to be able to really know the essence and the greatest value of being a human being. A human being. The range that we have is amazing. Right? Here go the birds, y'all. Every time I come outside, the birds want to come. So, and squirrels. There's like squirrels running around. So yeah, devaluing ourselves can push anything away. Our family, our friends, our attitude, and our character has to be acceptable, because you will go and sit and kneel and give something a huge ebo and it won't even be there. An ebo, E-B-O, an offering, sacrifice, right? You will go there and you will give, and it will not be there, y'all. You will be there talking to yourself. And if you don't value yourself, then what? Where are we? Where are we? Right? And if we also do not value ourselves, right? And we go out there looking like whatever, how are people even going to have respect of what you practice? Right? Well, this is serious, y'all. I know I'm always bubbly and what's up? But yeah, this is serious. We're in serious times. Even though things are going on in the world, we still have to have great value for ourselves. We have to be able to make sure that we're living below our means, to make sure that we are still functioning and living in simplicity and being able to thrive in a way that we are putting away for the future. All of those different things, that's showing value to ourselves. Right? You can't go with, you know what? You know how we devalue ourselves? This is something that I've seen. I've seen somebody go to Eshu and just curse Eshu out. What? I mean, curse words, y'all. Eshu, you F this up for me, and you gonna do this S, and what? Are you serious? And now somebody else was sitting there. They were new to this, to the way of life. I'm not going to say which one it was, but they were new to this way, and they were looking like, wow, you could speak to a deity like that? You could speak to something that was here before you like that? Come on, y'all. Right? So he's not only devaluing an Orisha or an Irumale or things like that, and embarrassing his African or half African, half Latino heritage. He was devaluing himself. So we have to be very, very careful. These energies, although they are powerful, we can 100% devalue them from what we say. But it is also very important that we don't devalue ourselves. The next Odu is Oyeku Otura. Oyeku Otura. O-Y-E-K-U. Otura. O-T-U-R-A. Oyeku Otura. This Odu says, I know y'all know this one, because this is like one of my favorites. The Orisha devotee failed to take proper care of themselves. Oh my goodness. The Orisha devotee failed to take proper care of themselves. They were busy propitiating the divinities. They were busy, just busy. Just propitiating the divinities. And then what happened? The person ended up being as lean as a pole. Weak and worn out. When you devalue yourself, these are the things that will happen, and the Orisha will leave, and you'll be talking to an empty pot. I don't care how much, whatever you have there, any type of an offering. If you devalue yourself, you can best believe it will not be there. And you will be as lean as a pole, weak and worn out, and be sitting there figuring out what the heck is going on. It's because you don't value yourself as a human being, right? We have certain standards. We have certain boundaries in Ifa. This is not a joke, right? And that's why in that person's way of life, they had to pay a fine because of their attitude. Your attitude is important. They had to pay a fine to the Orisha, right? Hi, Jancy. So I know you get what I'm saying. I'm trying my best not to be repetitive, but this is so important. When we don't get up in the morning and hold our head, like the Odu says, and give praise. When you wake up in the morning, I hold my head and say, we devalue ourselves, because all of this right here is where the Orisha, the Irumale, and whatever we believe in and live is right here. You with me? I see the hearts. Right? You with me? So we have to be careful. So that's what it says in Oyeku Otura. I love this Odu. The person will end up being as lean as a pole, weak and worn out, because they're just busy, just being busy, or trying to look like they're busy and important, trying to uphold some type of a title. It doesn't matter. If you devalue yourself, if you don't hold yourself in a certain way, they're not going to be there. I'm sure you're getting this. Another Odu that I just love this one, right? So somebody, so in learning about, somebody giving a fine to an Orisha because of their attitude was unacceptable. And it says that in the morning prayers. I've sent a lot of you the morning prayers. And it talks about how, if you're unacceptable, poof, you're going to be a problem, I mean, there are Odus that say that, nobody leaves and things. I see that. That's so pretty, Paris. That's beautiful. I see, nobody gets, completely eliminated from Ifa. However, it's still that that person could be have an unacceptable attitude to where they won't be in the room. I'll tell you that. I've seen that. Right? So in devaluing ourselves, one of the first things that we do is we don't tell the truth. We don't tell the truth, the whole truth to ourselves. I'm not talking about even to somebody else. We don't even look in the mirror and tell ourselves the truth of how we're feeling, what we're really going through. Let me tell you, Facebook should be just loaded with, I don't care if it's even small communities coming together to talk about all the things that's going on and how we're going to be able to support each other. We should be having that right now. We should be able to tell the truth to each other and to ourselves as to what is really, what we're really feeling, what are our finances. Some people have had to move. Some people have had to move back with their families. Some people have had to move out of state. Some people have had to have lost their jobs, and all those things are still happening. And we devalue ourselves by not telling the truth and not getting it out to be able to move forward. So we lie to ourselves, and this is how we lie. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm fine. No, we're not. There's some of us. No, we are not. So we must be able to tell the truth. And when you don't tell the truth, you devalue yourself. In the Odu, Otura Ogunda, O-T-U-R-A space O-G-U-N-D-A. Otura Ogunda, it says, lying befits no one. Lying befits no one. Wickedness is of no use to human beings. We cannot devalue ourselves, because if we do, the Odu is telling you in Otura Ogunda that wickedness is of no use to human beings. Guess what? Wickedness is devaluing. Talking about each other. That Ile is like da 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 da. What? Shango Ile fighting Ogun Ile. What? They're brothers. What are you talking about? Yemaya and Ochosi not getting along. All kinds of things. We're devaluing each other. Let's not do that. Eshu's house is always coming over here screwing things up. Are you serious? No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is in people's Ori. Our people's Ori. It's not the Orishas. It's not the Irumalays. It's our Ori that's going around jacking things up. I do not see Shango walking around in red and white just chopping trees down. But I do see humans do them. I don't see trickery and mischievousness and all of that negativity happening from Eshu. But I surely do see humans doing it. Why? Because we don't have value. We don't value ourselves. We don't even value our breath. That's why we're cutting down all these trees. We don't value ourselves because the waters wouldn't be polluted. I feel so bad for Yemaya and Oshun and all of them. Oh yeah, and she's a river too. I mean, we devalue ourselves. So if we devalue ourselves and we devalue our planet, how can we really be of great faith to the Orisa and the Irumale? Come on, y'all. Right? How can we really do that? When we devalue ourselves, we are devaluing also what we believe in. It says those that are truthful, the deity will support. That's what it says in Otura Ogunda. Those that are truthful, the deity will support. If we are not truthful and really just start from the basics, it's going to be an issue. We're going to have issues. We're going to be sneezing. Issue. Right? We're going to be sick. Right? So we must not devalue ourselves and devalue other Ilays. Devalue what Nigeria is doing. Nigeria cannot devalue what America is doing. America cannot devalue what islands are doing, like Puerto Rico or Trinidad or other. We cannot devalue each other. nor can we devalue ourselves. Because if so, the Orisha won't be there. They will leave. If I was an Orisha and you were devaluing yourself, I would be like, peace. Right? So, the last one that I want to go over is Osa Iwori. Osa Iwori says, they came together and made the matter sweet. They came together and made the matter sweet. A way not to devalue ourselves is to really look at the wisdom in Ifa. Look at the wise words that have been written, even if it comes from other books or things like that. Really look at wisdom. Really look at people that are really elders, not just old, but real elders, you know. Because this Odu talks about how the wise, which is Ologbon, and knowledge, Imoran, came together. Now I'm going to spell them. Ologbon, Ologbon. Now I know some of you also use that word for coconut, but the word means wise, right? And then knowledgeable, Imoran, Imoran. That is knowledgeable. And when Ologbon and Imoran came together, they made the matter as sweet as honey. And why? Because there is value and knowledge and wisdom for us to have understanding, right? So be careful what you say. Be careful what you do. All of those different things. Do not devalue yourself. When you pray, give homage that you're walking, you're seeing, you're breathing, you're able to actually get up and walk, and you're able to get up and see and use your hands and think. Don't devalue yourself. Make sure that you value yourself to the most, because if you don't, nothing else will. That's the truth right there. Right? So, I really do think that if we take our time and we really just sit down in front of the Irumale, the Orisha, our ancestors, or just in the mirror, and just give thanks to what we have in our being and what we have that is around us, be it our environment, be it water, food, those types of things, we will start to take steps. Value yourself. Have the confidence in yourself that you can do things, that you can thrive, all of those things. I'm not saying it's easy all the time, but when you have a happy moment, celebrate, celebrate, So that's the message for today. Ogunda Meji, Ori is most important of them all. Okanran Ofun, it is good character that is most important. Your character needs to be acceptable in the eyes of Olodumare, Ori, Ifa, Irumale, Orisha, and ancestors. Oyeka Otura, the Orisha devotee failed to take proper care of themselves. They were busy propitiating the divinities. The person ended up being lean as a pole, weak and worn out. Otura Ogunda, lying befits no one. Wickedness is of no value to human beings. Those that are truthful, the deities will support. Osa Iwori, wise, Ologbon, knowledgeable, Imoran. They came together and made the matter sweet as honey. Value and knowledge and wisdom for understanding and understanding. All right, y'all. That is the message for today. Peace and love to all of you. Hi, Awo Tifashe and Miss Williams. Peace and love. She got a question mark by Osa. OSA space IWORI. Osa Iwori talks about the wise and knowledgeable, making things sweet. Okay, so those are all of the Odus. I hope you rewatch this. Peace and love to everybody. Make sure you value yourself, because if not, the Orisha, the Irumale, and all of them will be like, peace. All right. Mwah. Much love to everyone. Peace and love to especially everybody on the East Coast. What's up, New York? Peace and love, New York. Keep moving. Keep, just take care of yourselves and just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. For all of my people that are now in Senegal, in Nigeria, in Ghana. What's up, Ghana? What's up, Nigeria? And now also a lot of my friends have left. Hi, Hetaru. Hi, Gloria. Peace and love. All of, some of my people, y'all have left to Tanzania. Peace and love for y'all coming on the line. Peace and love to Tanzania. I will see y'all soon, I'm sure. Peace and love to my people also in South Africa. Stay strong, y'all. Stay strong. Keep that land. Keep that land. It's important. Keep that land. All of you, keep your land. And for all the people here, right here in America, East Coast, West Coast, what's up? My people in Chicago. Oh my goodness, Puerto Rico. Mwah. Hi, Charlene. And my people in Puerto Rico, what's up? In Trinidad and Jamaica, what's up, Jamaica? Hi, Felicia. So I miss y'all. Peace and love. So yeah, peace and love to all of you, wherever you are. Connecticut, Jersey. Peace out to Bob and Nelson. Mwah. And Magda, much love to y'all. To Carl and Camille, Osakanran Temple, Oturtuka Temple, to Good Morning Ifa, to all the people that are on Facebook, on YouTube. I'm also on YouTube, Ifashiwa Fatoing. I have a website, ifashiwa.com now. Y'all, I'm moving up. I'm learning technology. Little by little, right? To all of everybody who is in Orisa at Orisa.com, I send you love, y'all. We started a new class and it is awesome. I would just want to say peace and love to everybody that is doing the work, especially to all of these Orishas. There's so many Orishas. Mwah. Hi, Owl Belay. Thank you. Well done. Oh, that's so sweet. Peace and love to you and family. So everybody all around the world, make sure you always give great value to yourself so other people will value you. Peace.